Congratulations,
Hey, thank you.
Evan.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
See, that's okay. Hey,
What's your name?
Gig.
Gig?
Gig, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. So, what attracted you to a project like Limerence?
Well, I like working as an actor, and I pretty much do anything that comes my way. I do theater, I do commercials, I do TV, I do film. But what attracted me to this project in particular was I had worked with Tammy before in a play many years ago. And then I heard she had written another play on her own, and I just went to see it. Something she starred in, wrote, produced, and I was blown away. And the execution was fantastic. The material was very mature. And I went up to her after the play and I just said, I had no idea. There's so much depth there. What are you doing with this? And she said, actually, I'm going to try to turn it into a movie. And I said, well, keep me in mind, and lo and behold, some period of time later, she brought me in through the casting director to audition for this movie. I auditioned a couple times and she relented and gave me a role in it. And I was very happy to play this character, and it was a wonderful experience.
Well, tell us more about this character that you actually play, because he's very complex himself.
Well, it's nice as a male model to play another sexy character who's also comic foil and a philosophical sounding board. I'm part of a couple that perhaps represents a more mature relationship, something that the leading characters, played by Matthew Del Negro and Tammy, might fear or be curious about as they're in this liminal place, i.e. limerence, of trying to figure out if they want to move from a phase of lust and passion and new love into a longer-term, committed, possibly more mature love. And so we are something to point at and also counterpoint to say, oh, do we want to be like them? Is there something deep there? Is there something we don't want to be? Mm-hmm. So I think Jennifer Lafleur, who's brilliant in this and wonderful to work with, and I provide that opportunity for them to just kind of juxtapose where they'd like to go in the arc of their relationship.
So how much prep time or how much preparation did you have with Jennifer to develop this synergy, this chemistry?
Actually, Tammy invited us to her apartment to do a few rehearsals before we got into filming. So we spent a couple days going over the script and kind of playing with some of the scenes. Excuse me. And then when we went up for location, in Calistoga and elsewhere, we had a lot of opportunity to find time to rehearse. But because I was already familiar with the play, the lines weren't the same, but the general arc was quite similar. I was pretty familiar with the piece, so I felt pretty comfortable.
Excellent. And some upcoming projects for yourself after Limerence?
I'm currently in Ford versus Ferrari. I have a nice role opposite Christian Bale and Matt Damon. And I recently did a couple episodes of a new show for FX, or maybe it's FXX, called Dave, about the Jewish rapper Lil Dicky and his ride to be taken a little more seriously. And that was fun. I shot that in LA and New York. That'll be coming out in March. Maybe my episodes will be in April. And I did an episode of 911 Lone Star, a spin-off of 911, which is a hit show for Fox. And I've got a nice commercial with Michael Phelps running right now for Silk Almond Milk.
Oh, really? Well, hey, congratulations. And before I let you go, you like romantic films yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. I like every kind of film. My father was a first assistant director for feature films growing up, and I had something called the Z Channel. We had a cable box, and I watched art films and every type of film since I was a little critter. So, yes, I love romantic films, as well as thrillers, as well as westerns. I love them all.
Excellent. Hey, thank you very much,
Nice
Evan.
meeting you.
Nice meeting you, too. Thank you.
Thank you.